Hey, welcome back to Nicklin It Up. It is your host, Lil Pink, and I made a video a month ago saying I'm back after not posting for about 5, 6 months. Then I finally posted a video saying I'm back, and now it's been another month. So I'm struggling with the upload schedule. I'm gonna keep trying. All right, I'm gonna keep trying with this. It's very hard to, fucking sit here for an hour or not even an hour. Like I think I did one podcast that was an hour, but most of the time I just sit here for about a half hour, 40 minutes. But it's kind of hard to sit here and talk about something for that fucking long. But I'm gonna post this one, and I have one other podcast that's already previously made before this one, kind of. But I just wanted to make this one first to you know just kind of be like context to that one because that one wasn't any context. It was more like just interviewing somebody, and it wasn't really any context. So I guess I'll start off talking about that. If you guys are familiar with this guy Dahvie Vanity, he is all right. So if you guys have ever heard of the band from Blood on the Dance Floor, it was a big band back in, I'd say, about 2009 era. That's when they started. And it's a big band back then, around when Jeffree Star was making music still. And Jeffree Star actually did a couple songs with them and toured with them and all that. But recently, this is resurfaced. But Dahvie Vanity is how you could nicely put it, is a child rapist. So, just to make it plain and simple. I know I said nicely, but it's the only way you can really say he's a child rapist, alright? So I guess when his youngest victim was around like 10 or 11. And he's done adults too, but mostly I'd say he goes for them sweet little 14-year-old buttholes, if you know what I'm saying. But I know this isn't something to joke about, but I'm a goofer gaster, so that's what the fuck I'm doing. But so yeah, this fucking child rapist, this fucking baby slurping asshole loving fag, um, he loves to get silly with them kiddies, All right, but anyway, so yes, he is a child rapist. He killed. I was about to say he killed. No, he probably has killed somebody. I wouldn't doubt it. But I'd say there's like about 20, 21, 22 victims that come out, and there's currently police investigations against him, and he had a merch store. All right, so back then people already knew that he was a kind of like they kind of like knew that, and then he kind of just went away for a long time. But now he came back and he's trying to use a different name. I think it's either Kawaii or something. It's like Kiwi Monster. I don't know, some gay. But he's trying to come back under a new name, and he's trying to make music again. And he's trying to do all this shit that he was doing before. He's trying to sell merch and all this stuff. But there's his merch store actually got shut down. So props to the people who got that to happen. Oh wait, shit. And so his website was called Dark Arts Official, and as far as my knowledge, I'm searching it back on my phone just to make sure that I'm right. But yeah, you go to click it, and if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to see this. But if not, then suck a dick. But you search it, literally nothing comes up really. It just says that. That's all it says. It's just says, "Oops, something went wrong. What happened? This shop is unavailable. What can I do?" Just like the normal format. So just that shows that his shit got deleted, and he kind of went a little bit inactive on Instagram because I've kind of like noticed him and keeping tabs on him on his Instagram. This guy will post all day fucking long, like all day, just constantly, just story after story after story. But he really hasn't been posting like really at all. Yeah, he's kind of stopped really posting, and I'm sure he's salty as fuck that his story got taken down. And like he hasn't even made like one little thing addressing it at all. There's all these people. Blair White even made a video about it. And Jeffree Star went on Chris Hansen's podcast and even talked about it. There's all these people fucking talking about it. And he literally hasn't even acknowledged it. He's just blocking it out, like in his little bubble, not paying attention to any of it. And there's so many videos, like every day being made about this guy. And he could not, he could care less, all right? He could just, man, there's no trying to get this guy to give a fuck, all right? He's a piece of shit. He knows he's a piece of shit. He keeps doing this shit. And I looked on some of his comments on his fucking thing, and I'm making a video that's gonna be on my main YouTube channel that will talk more in depth with this too. I'm gonna talk pretty in depth here too, but my other video I'm gonna obviously try to get some notes together and actually put something together. But with this, I'm just gonna spit real quick and talk some shit. But he like it just disgusts me, and I don't know how this could happen. There's a lot of people around him and other bandmates that say they never saw this happen, that they never never saw it. That it was kind of like more like hidden and never really knew. And I was like, I don't know how you know, like how you didn't know, how you don't know. But one of the other members, Javon Monroe, he's a good dude. He's not a bad dude, but we need to talk about him because he's a big part of Dahvie's life. So he was in the band for probably the longest time out of, he was in the band for the longest out of everybody who was in the band. And, him and Dahvie are pretty close. I think Javon, kind of joined the band, like, right as he turned 18, and then Dahvie kind of just took him under his wing, and he never really paid Javon. He kind of just, paid for his insurance, his, medical bills, all that little fun shit, but never actually, like, gave him paychecks and just paid him for his music and stuff. And Javon would write a lot of the music and do a lot of the shit, but Dahvie never really, paid up or gave him his cut of the shit. So, kind of, Dahvie's already a child rapist and a little bit of a scumbag. So, fuck this guy. But, I actually was a fan of Dahvie for a while. And I kind of, like, heard about the allegations, but I was like, nobody's really talking about it, so it just kind of sounds like some bullshit, and it's like, it's probably not true. And then all these videos started resurfacing, or not really, all these videos resurfacing this information started popping up this year, and I started really watching them and paying attention, and like then started doing victim interviews, and I was like, huh, what a piece of shit. So I used to really like Dahvie a lot, and I used to join his live videos or whatever. He's say, "Hey, what up, Lil Pink," and whatnot. And actually, he liked one of my Instagram posts one time. I was actually looking pretty cute in one of them. But he liked it. I was like, "Oh shit, Lil Pink next." But I'm down to be the 23rd victim, Dahvie. What's up? I hate myself. I can't be serious. But I am making a better video about this and whatnot. And so the video that the next podcast is going to be up is going to be me interviewing somebody who is close with Dahvie, who's met Dahvie, who's friends with Dahvie. So I'm going to be interviewing them. And then I'm going to try to be interviewing somebody else who has been interviewing a lot of the victims and whatnot. And hopefully, I'm either going to put that in the video or I'm going to make that into a podcast too. But some of the clips that from the podcast, I'm going to put into the video too, just some of them, just like the key information. But I'm gonna upload the entire full length, long ass video, on here, and so you guys can either listen to it on Spotify, listen to it wherever, or you can watch the actual video on YouTube, whatever you want to do. I think the preferred way to really like watch this shit or listen to it is YouTube, but I think most people listen to this shit on Spotify. If I'm not wrong, the numbers are higher on Spotify. Like I see a lot of people listen to it on Spotify. Nobody really pays attention to the actual YouTube videos. I don't really think nobody cares. Everybody's just wants like, I'd rather hear this nigga. I don't want to actually see him. But I understand. I'm pretty ugly. But so let's stop talking about this creep Dahvie. Let's talk about another child molester, 6ix9ine. No, I'm kidding. I love 6ix9ine. In my opinion, I love 6ix9ine. All right, I love him. And that allegation was kind of retarded. He didn't put his dick in her, rape her, fuck her. So like, good in my book. But so he recently got out of jail. I'd say it's been about like 2 3 weeks now, I think. And he dropped a not dropped. He posted something on Instagram finally because he changed his profile picture and he changed his bio. But I'm think the courts made him change his just get rid of his bio because it's kind of it's more trolling and shit. But he posted just a simple fucking Instagram story that just said, "Who ready for May 8th?" And what I can assume is either he's gonna drop a song or a song with a music video or just an album. So we'll have to wait and see for what that is. But he has to judge if like he could film music videos in his backyard and whatnot. And he was waiting for that to get passed, and it did. So I'm assuming he's working on a music video right now and some shit, and some new 6ix9ine shit is coming right away. Like he literally just got out of jail and he's already trying to release shit. Like this nigga already back at it. But I'm not complaining. I'm excited to see what he's got cooking. I'm excited to see this shit. But my personal opinion about like him snitching and all that, yeah, it's not cool, man. Like if you want to be you want to be involved in that lifestyle, you want to be gangsta like that, you kind of you don't snitch. Like you chose it. You fucking kind of suffer the consequences. But I can also get it at the same point because I don't think I would do any better if like I would snitch too. Because like let's say like certain instances, like if I was gonna go to jail for let's say this, either I go to jail for like a short period of time, I could probably do that. But then if it's like either go to jail for a short period of time and all your homies are good and it's all right, or go to jail for most of your life and then your homies are still good, but then like you're over here like, oh well, fuck that, because who wants to go to jail for that fucking long? So I get it. I get why you'd want to snitch because like who the fuck wants to go to jail for that long? Like you got like two options here: either you don't snitch and you go to jail for like 40 some years, or you do snitch and you only end up serving like 2 years in jail. And now he's really only serving like a year and a half because now he's out and he can like serve the rest of his sentence from home. But he can still make music and do all this shit. And plus we're in quarantine anyway, so everybody's kind of in a jail and like fucking on lockdown at home. So he's really got off scot free with this. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't right for him to snitch or whatnot. He shouldn't snitch. He should have just not originally got put in his lifestyle and whatnot. And a lot of people say like, was he gonna make music about like he can't really live that gangster lifestyle anymore? Like if anybody heard his new album, like his first album was all about that, but his second album wasn't all about that shit. It was more toned down and had like tracks like Fifi and like it was more toned down and had like just normal tracks. So you can still make stuff like that. You can still be a successful artist and like fucking mark my words, when this nigga drops something, this shit gonna be big. I think he was like 10 for 10 on Billboard, but like this shit about to be either 11, like probably like 11 Billboard or 12 for 12, depending on what he's at. I'm not sure if he's at 11 or 10 for 10. I'm not sure. But that is crazy though. Like literally every single he dropped got on fucking Billboard. Like that shit's insane. But yeah, I already know this guy is gonna fucking do numbers. He's gonna go crazy again. This shit's gonna. A lot of artists don't want to work with him. A lot of artists don't fuck with him, but some artists don't really care. And he's gonna probably be just as big as he was. And because a lot of people like me, like I don't know, like there's a lot of people that are about that gangster lifestyle and they understand it and they're like, oh yeah, fuck this guy. But me, it's like I don't know. I like the nigga. He's funny. He makes good music. Yeah, I fully acknowledge what he did was wrong, and he's a little bitch. But at the same time, I'm a little bitch, so I'm gonna keep supporting 6ix9ine, and I like him. So I got a message on Instagram. I have a problem in my brain where I just fucking I cannot not respond to a message. All right, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. All right. So back to what I was saying. So just overall, I'm gonna keep supporting 6ix9ine. All you guys can hate and not like him. Just do whatever you want. Don't matter. But in my personal opinion, I like 6ix9ine. I'm gonna keep listening to him. I'm gonna keep fucking with him, and y'all can suck a dick. And hopefully, I don't know. I can't make any promises, but I think I might try to keep making updates about this Dahvie case too. And if he goes to jail, I might, say something on my podcast about it. But I can't make any real promises. But I mean, those were really the only two people I really had to talk about was fucking Dahvie and 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine's out of jail, hell yeah, and fucking Dahvie's gonna be in jail hopefully soon. So got one of my niggas out of jail and gonna put one of my niggas in jail. So what's up? But that was so gay. What the fuck was that? But anyway, so let's talk about me for a second. Fucking the gangsta little pink. All right. So I just released a music video about a week ago. It's currently sitting at 22,000 views. It's called "If You Love Me, Let Me Know," and it's off my new album called Unloved. And hopefully, the album's gonna be out this month. I got 7 of the songs completely done, finished, ready to be released. And then I got an 8th one that's almost done. It's just missing one verse. I gotta record one more verse, put it in there. That one's done. And then I got another one. I just have the beat. I only have the beat and I have some lyrics. I got a beat and some lyrics. So I'm trying to have somebody else on it. And if, they're slow and can't get on it, then I guess it's just gonna have to be me on it. But, yeah, so once those 2 songs are completely done, I'm going to slap the album together. It'd be 9 songs total. And then I got to order the CDs for it. And I'm going to upload to all platforms. And the merch is already, I made the merch already available before the album. So people can go buy the merch. It's, just go to Google. You can search Little Pink merch and it comes up. And just scroll down to, the bottom of the merch store. And it's, loved collection. And then there's fucking hoodies, blankets, pillows, shirts, leggings, banners, towels. There's so much shit. There's a lot of shit. So, and there's even stickers. So you guys will have a little ball with that. And if you guys want the CDs when they're available, you could buy that. And 2020 Degenerate is also still available on CD if anybody wants that. And just let me know. And if you guys want the CDs, you guys got to hit me up on Instagram for it because the merch website I use is through another company, so I don't really dictate everything that's on there. Like, obviously if I want like a shirt or whatnot, but like they have like their set things. But like the CDs I order those from companies, so those are like my own things. So if you want one, you gotta hit me up on Instagram, and you can PayPal me. You can pay. Actually, yeah, I prefer PayPal. I was gonna say Cash App, but no, Cash App can suck a dick. You can PayPal me the money, and I'll just when I get a chance, I'll go to a post office, and send that boy out to you, and we'll be good. But a lot of people ask me why I don't just do the merch that way, like why I don't just make my own merch, because it's more expensive. It really is. If I do it through a company, it costs no money, and I can charge however much I want. Like they have a set price, and I can charge however much more I want, and I make a profit, and I don't have to pay any money for the merch to actually be made. So it's perfect. Some people are like, you should like make your own merch and just send it out that way. And it's like I don't know why people tell me that. It's like I've done that before, and it's much more of a pain in the ass because I gotta take time out of my day to go fucking ship it and whatnot. And that's a pain in the ass. And just no, it's just such a pain in the ass. I rather not. And it's expensive as fuck. Like I ordered like so there's an old band I used to be in called Charm Gang, and I ordered about like it's 40 shirts, all right? It's 40 shirts. It was like $500 for 40 shirts. And I was like, yeah, if I sell them at a reasonable price, like I could make a profit, but at the same time, what if they don't sell? I ended up selling pretty much all of them, so I still made my money back. But still it's like when the new stuff, it's like I don't know about that. Like it'd be a lot more shit because at that time I only ordered shirts. So and then anything else is like shirts like the cheapest thing you can get. So like fucking if you want to start doing like pillows and all the extra shit, that's a lot of fucking money. So I'd rather do it to the company and just sell it at like pretty good prices and make like a decent amount off of it. It's a lot easier that way, and I just overall prefer that way. But anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this up. We talked about a few things here. We talked about myself, my new album, merch. Talked about Dahvie Vanity. Talked about 6ix9ine. And I know this is a very short podcast, but I just want to get something out to you guys. And the other podcast I'm talking about will either be available in the next day or so. So be looking forward for that or to that. And until then, this has been Lil Pink from Nicklin It Up. Go fuck yourself.